From Studio A at the USC Annenberg School, I'm Madison Hogue, joined today by Sloane Morra. Growing up in Maryland, she started playing tennis by being coached by her dad and playing with her older sister in the court in their backyard. Now a junior at USC, she has met some of her best friends here and has grown deeper in her faith in her time in college. Sloane, thank you for joining me. So how did you first get introduced to tennis?
Yeah, so pretty much what sort of happened, I have an older sister, 3 years older than me. When she would be going to tennis practice or like playing with my dad, who was our coach, obviously, but I would sort of just tag along, and I kind of got forced into it maybe, but it worked out for the best, so.
It totally worked out. So your sister went on to play collegiately as well. So what is your relationship like with her on and off the court?
Yeah, she's off the court, she's my best friend, and I was really lucky that I had her to look up to as a role model. I was constantly surrounded by someone who had worked extremely hard, was very talented, obviously, and I was able to see where tennis could bring me and where it could take me through her. And when she went, we pretty much practiced together every day until she went to college. But even when she went to college, like, we talked every day, and we still talk every day. Yeah, she's my best friend.
I love that your relationship transcends beyond the court. And like you said, you played together every day. You were coached by your dad your entire career up until college. So what was it like being coached by your dad your whole life?
Yeah, it was definitely a really unique experience. My dad actually was a basketball player, and he played high school tennis, but really didn't grow up. That wasn't his main sport.
Yeah.
Basically, how he got into it with us was he would just watch a lot of tennis, and there was one story where when we were little, like, he would just draw a big smiley face on our garage wall and say, hit the ball as hard as you can in the wall and just see what happens. And that's how we kind of realized that we had a talent for it.
I love that.
Yeah, especially my sister, she put a hole in the wall eventually, so we had to switch to the court, but yeah.
That is amazing. And what a fun memory,
Yeah.
like getting into tennis with your dad and sister. Now your time at USC, you are a junior. So what has your tennis and time at USC been like here?
Yeah, it's been incredible. Just being here and being on the tennis team, and in Annenberg as well. It's opened so many opportunities for me. I've also just met the most incredible people, and I love my team so much. And I've gotten to travel and see a whole different, since I'm from Maryland, like, I had never really traveled on the West Coast, so I've gotten to see a whole different part of the U.S. But
That's true, the Pac-12, you do get to see a lot of the West Coast for sure. Like you said, you met a lot of amazing people, one of those being your best friend, Danny Wilson, who also has helped you grow deeper in your faith. So I want to know a little bit more about your relationship with her.
yeah, for sure. My freshman year was definitely an adjustment. Moving from Maryland across the country alone is never going to be easy, but Danny's from this area, and she kind of just took me under her wing, and we were also doubles partners. Which
I love that.
Yeah, it was so fun. My whole freshman year, pretty much, and she kind of just showed me how to navigate through obstacles here, using my faith and through faith. Growing up, I was pretty Catholic, and obviously the Catholic Church is very strict, and I didn't really know there was life outside of faith besides just, like, church every week, and I didn't know how I could use my faith to, even on the tennis court, like, defining myself as more than my sport. And, yeah.
What an incredible lesson, and I'm glad that that has transcended now that she's graduated and you've kind of taken that into your own hands. I'm excited to see where the rest of the tennis season takes you. From Studio A at the USC Annenberg School, I'm Madison Hogue.